Mike Jones Beats.
Somebody already got kicked. Dope. Somebody already got kicked. Dope.
Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing. Cuckoo. And get thrown out the conversation. Throw up two fingers and tell them, please don't keep the drama away. Bye. Donate to the cause and hit the cash app. And if you ain't got it, them likes are free. Go and smash that. BBN. Hit that with a hashtag. Sick with the content. Come around and need a hazmat. Jack Frost. Yeah, you dudes need to back off. He got the work around here. Yeah, we all tip our hats off. Keep the same name. That's what you point for. But if you coming back in, put a 2.0. Big bags. And you asking what they heavy for. Foot and ass be going hella crazy with the petty wars. Good conversation, that's what we be really ready for. Conversation like being on the bottom of a heavy whore. Nah. Why niggas be like that? Unsubscribe and tell them, yo, hey, I'll be right back. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing.
Yeah, bags. We just kicked that guy straight out the door. We don't got time for that. We hold those over here. Who the fuck is that dude? Hold on, bro. Can we get bags in the chat? Y'all don't see it, but somebody got hit with bags. Can we get all the bags?
BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. Hey, yo, first of all, I'm sorry for the black screen. It was up there for a second. I was looking down at my phone. I was paying attention to a thing. I want to say something real quick. Everybody hit the like button. Now, for the people who don't want to hit the like button because the chat is closed, you are literally the problem. So don't come in here when the chat opens up and say, people not hitting the chat, they're hitting the like because the chat is closed. Because if you're not hitting the like because the chat is closed, you was never going to hit the like anyway. Copy? If the only reason why you hit the like button is because you could comment, you were never going to hit the like. I'm not concerned about you. Now, for the people who like to comment and they're not members, which only costs $2 a month, if commenting was so important to you that you're going to hold back a like, pardon me, if comment is so, y'all already know, if commenting is so important to you that you would hold back a like, guess what else you would do? You would just spend $2 a month to become a member. So nobody got time for that. I just want to be clear on that. I just want to get that out real early in the show. Because I had somebody come in here the other day and say, well, nobody hitting the like button because you got the chat closed. Yeah, I got the chat closed. Hit the like button and I open the chat up. Copy? If the people that spend money every month, they could chat. Without the like button being hit. Everybody else, hit the like button or spend $2 a month. Neither which one of those things are hard. With that being said, CEO Bobby Jojo Splatt arrested. I'm going to go straight into it. So let's do roll call and get right to it. Shout out to Black Cuddy. He says, good morning. Shout out to Black Cuddy. Salute to the Black Spades. He says, good morning at Jack Frost. And he's dropping all of those Frosts. What up, your boy Jimmy Belcher? Tell Tina I said hi. He says, morning Frost. Morning, my brother. Shout out to John B. He says, good morning, BBN. Salute, my brother. Also, we're really late today because I had to go to the store twice. Usually I don't go to the store at all. But what happened was I went to the store and I forgot to get, well, it's a long story. I just had to go to the supermarket twice. That's why we're so late today. I want to apologize about that. And for everybody that's coming in, seeing that you can't comment it and leaving, I'm assuming everyone that does that is a troll. So I'm good with it. Shout out to the business dropping all of those froze. Let's get on the topic. Yo, let me tell you something real quick. And I need y'all to understand how an investigation works. And this is why the rest of them YouTube content creators, they I'll say some shit and they'll be like, why are you talking about that, Jack? Da-da-da. Because they don't even understand how investigations work. Let me explain to you real quick how an investigation works. They'll find a target, right? They'll do their thing and then they'll have a suspect. And the person will be a suspect. And then when the person is a suspect, what they're gonna then do is they're gonna pay attention to that individual to see how they can line up with whatever the thing is, right? So one of the things in which how to line up how these people can be a part of whatever this thing is to then pay attention to who their associates are and what their associates are into, so you can see what kind of resources that the individual could have had to help them with whatever this crime is, right? So pay attention. What did I tell y'all was one of the most important aspects of the case from the rip, from the first time we even spoke about the case? I told you that white car, didn't I? When they started going to court, nobody had a lawyer. When they started going to court, and nobody had a lawyer. I said, yo, they need to get straight drop a lawyer, yeah, but none of that is gonna matter if the other dude doesn't get a lawyer. Cornelius Smith. If he doesn't get a lawyer, none of this matters. Nothing matters if Cornelius Smith doesn't get a lawyer. Because Cornelius Smith is keeping this dude honest. Because now that they have two guys, see what happens is if they only arrest you, you could just shut up. Especially if you doing it alone. When they arrest you and another guy and you don't know if the other guy is solid, that's where the problems exist. You understand? There's people who beat cases all the time and are guilty. Shout out to John B with the $5 drop. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? I'm gonna call out the John B drop as a saloon drop. I'm gonna call out all drops under $10 as saloon drops when we get a $10 and up drop. Shout out to St. Louis Finest. He says, good day, BBN. Salute, fraud. Salute. You already know what it is. So listen, I told y'all the white car is one of the most important things, because the white car is what's gonna chain everything together. They even have a whole nother crime that involves with the white car. Just so we could be clear, I digress. Let me just slow down because I'm about to say too much at one time. They arrest CEO and Jojo Splatt for what? Car thievery. These guys are in Atlanta. I believe they said that they were in Atlanta, and they're stealing cars left and right. In Atlanta. CEO Bobby had 5 stolen cars in his driveway. CEO Bobby had 5 stolen cars in his driveway. In his driveway. These niggas is stealing cars and then parking them where they live. Shout out to John P's a funny nigga. Okay, John B. Okay, I'm gonna call the drop right now. Shout out to John B with the dub drop. He's coming all the way through. John B pulls up into the saloon. He walks into the saloon. He daps up the bouncer. The bouncer says, good to see you, kind sir. Well, the bouncer didn't say shit. He just gave him the nod, which meant, good to see you, kind sir. Happy to have you around again. John B looks around the saloon. He sees some people playing cards over there. He sees some people sitting down over there. He sees the smoking section. This is closed off at this time because management isn't in. He looks upstairs. He sees all the ladies. Then he walks over to the bartender. He says, I'm going upstairs. I'm going to need some champagne. I'm going to need some Hennessy. And I'm going to need some condoms. Bartender looked at him and said, I have no idea what condoms are. Shout out to John B. Pull it up in the saloon. Hit that like button. If we get up to 110 likes, I'm going to open up the chat. If you hit the like button, brings more people in. Bring more people in, you got more people to hit the like button. We can get to 110 likes. For the people that's like, fuck it, I'm not hitting the like button because I can't comment, you are never going to hit the like button anyway. So, salute. Anyway, they arrest CEO Bobby and Jojo Splatt in Atlanta on car thievery. First of all, just so you could know, there was a whole car chase. There was a whole car chase. They chased these niggas on a highway or some shit. There was a whole car chase. Just so we could be clear. It's not like they just pulled up on these dudes. There was a whole entire car chase. These guys are all bad criminals. They're just bad criminals. I don't know no other way to explain this. They're just bad at doing crime. They're just brazen. I haven't heard about one crime these guys committed that was good yet. Let's just stop for a second. Let's just think about the crimes that we've heard about them committing. Shout out to Dog Soldier. He says love. He says peace and love, BB and family, Jack Frost. Let's just talk about for 1 second the crimes that we've heard they committed. Four people shot after Kodak Black gets into a fight. Somebody just hit me up and put me on the game. Let me let them know we live. I don't know if they know we live. It's not even being reported yet. This might be the first place that anybody is hearing it from if it's a real thing. I just got a line that allegedly 4 people were shot after Kodak Black got into a fight. I'm gonna call the drop. Give me 1 minute. Allegedly. Hold on. We're gonna get back to this. Allegedly, 4 people get shot after Kodak Black gets in fight. I can't. All right, let's get back to it. Shout out to Dog Soldier with the $5 drop. I'm just gonna call him out because y'all rap bastards. Shout out to Dog Soldier with the $5 drop. He says, "Hey, what did the 5 fingers say to the face?" Okay, so hold on. You down there in Surfside, Miami, working to make sure no buildings fall down? What the fuck y'all got coming through there? Hurricane? That's what y'all get in Miami, right? Hurricanes, right? All right, so hold on. Let me get back to the Jojo Splatt shit. CEO Bobby Jojo. Also, Jojo Splatt, I gotta say something. Why they naming their kids the shit they naming their kids in Memphis? Like, what the fuck is up with y'all in Memphis? I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. Dude, hold on. Let me tell y'all what Jojo Splatt's name is real quick. Hold on. Jojo Splatt has a name. I don't even think that the person looked like they just went like this on the keyboard. This shit is crazy. I hate that my phone does that. And CEO Bobby was arrested November 26th, and then they let him go. Why? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Is it Jojo Splatt with 2 fucking T's or 1 T? I'll be putting 2 T's. All right, 2 T's. I just want to find the dude's name for you. The dude's name is Bananas. Like, what the fuck, yo? Like, on some real shit. Like, I'm not even trying to be a dick. I'm not even coming for him. I can't even find the nigga name nowhere. Yo, the nigga name is retarded. Like, he might be from another world, not even another country. He might have a fucking character in there that ain't in the damn earth. Oh, here we go. Okay, I was just making a lot of jokes, so y'all know that. I'm trying now. I'm gonna screenshot the shit. So hold on. I'm gonna show you how this nigga name. This nigga name is retarded, yo. This shit don't make sense. I don't understand what's going on with y'all people. I don't know why y'all naming y'all kids stuff like this. He had to go to school. This dude had to go to school, man. This is his name. I don't know if y'all see it the right way or backwards, but this is his name. This dude had to go to school, man. It's spelled, look, I'm going to spell it in the chat real quick, and then we're going to keep the show going. I just want y'all to see this guy's name. This is crazy. Why would they... This shit is bananas. I don't know how you could just name your kid something like this. I'm not even trying to be a dick. He got to go to school, homie. That's his name, by the way. That's his name. Cavasis? I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the hell that's going on. They need to go find whoever named him, and then people should have a real problem. He must. I can't even explain it. I would be so pissed. 4 people were shot outside Justin Bieber concert after a brawl broke out involving Kodak Black. 4 people were shot after Justin Bieber's. 4 people were shot after Justin Bieber's concert Friday night after a brawl broke out with Kodak Black. Shout out to my mixtape. That's where I'm looking at it on Instagram. According to TMZ, at around 2:45 a.m., as Kodak Black, Gunna, and Lil Baby were standing on the street smiling and talking, a fight broke out. Kodak took a swing at someone, and then you hear gunshots. Law enforcement tell us there was a total of 10 shots fired. 4 people were hit and taken to the hospital. Man. That's wild. That's wild. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, we need to get back to our. We'll discuss that. I'll find out more about that, and we'll talk about that at another time, maybe tonight or something. But that's crazy. That's crazy. But I don't expect no less. Nothing good happens after midnight. Check this out. Listen. Since I bullshitted so much already, I'm gonna cut to the chase about why these guys getting arrested is important to the young Dolph case. First, the feds knew where they were. Alright? The marshals and everybody knew who they were. The marshals and everybody, if they knew who they were, they knew where they were, they also knew that they was stealing shit. Right? Right? You want to know why they arrested them now? I'll tell you why they arrested them now. Because either Cornelius Smith or Straight Drop talked. Now listen and pay attention. Cornelius Smith is the one who went and got the pay attorney. Right? He went and got an attorney, right? The attorney that Cornelius Smith has, I can't remember his name offhand. Let's see if I can find it. But if you go look up that guy's history, shout out to Seti Nash. I was watching this on Seti Nash channel. He went and found all of this shit. If you go look at the dude history, he has a history of when he goes and represents an individual, they get life. I don't know no other way to say that to you. He has a history of representing people and then them getting life. I don't always question the integrity of other individuals, especially when they're inside of a profession that I'm not a part of. Right? Because I don't really know the ins and outs. But he went and got a lawyer that has a history of people getting life in prison that he represents. Let that sink in for a moment. Because these guys aren't just going against life imprisonment, they're going against the death penalty. So let that sink in for a minute. These dudes are fighting the death penalty, just so we can be clear. They're not fighting 50 years. They're not fighting 100 years. They're not fighting 1,000 years. They're going up against a lethal injection. And homeboy goes and gets a lawyer that when he represents people, they end up getting life in prison. What up, Arthur D. Glass? He says, good morning, bro. Chilling. I'm going to tell you, just about. See, this is the problem that I think people don't get, right? When we covering these cases and we talking about this shit, we bullshitting or we taking however we taking it, right? These are real people's lives. Let's not get that confused. And at the same time, what we have to understand is the police have a job. And their job is to try to win at all costs. Try to get alleged justice at all costs. Right? So let's just slow everything down and walk through as quickly as possible in the shortcut. A white car was stolen. A couple of days after the white car being stolen, 2 women were shot at. One of them died. A couple of days after that, that same white car was used that was used in the woman shooting in the young Dolph murder. That white car then was left at a building where there was a whole bunch where video music shoots is being done. Now, that means that in order to solve both of those crimes, the easiest way to solve that is to find a connection with the white car. Okay? One of the people who was said to have stolen the white car was Cornelius Smith. He was there not alone. We don't know if the other person was straight drop. I have reason to believe that Cornelius Smith was not with straight drop. Cornelius Smith was probably with CEO Bobby or Jojo Splatt. Why? Because they're car thieves. And when Cornelius Smith was going to be a part of a hit, he went to do the hit with who? Straight drop. Why? Because straight drop is a hitter. Remember I told y'all how important Cornelius Smith was going to be? I told y'all. Now imagine if Yo Gotti or somebody went and got Cornelius Smith, went and got straight drop a lawyer. It wouldn't matter. The reason why Jojo Splatt and CEO Bobby are arrested right now is because somebody's talking to the police and they getting information that they need, so they pulling niggas off of the street. Because it's different when you arrested and you did a crime with them niggas over there, and them niggas is free, and you locked up. See, sometimes people don't really get how the police operate and move. They just think that they do. Because they watched a couple of television programs, or because they got a couple of friends that went to jail and got locked up, or they know some people that stayed, whatever the fuck, right? But remember, the only thing the courts are trying to prove is motive and opportunity. Copy? Those are the two things that the court is trying to prove. Motive and opportunity. Did this person have a motive, and they have the opportunity to do it? People are so confused because they think that the courts are trying to prove definitively that you did it or not. The courts are not necessarily trying to prove that you did it definitively. That's how come there's a lot of people that go to jail that are not guilty. The courts are trying to prove whether you had motive and whether you had opportunity. Okay? Because they weren't there. They can't say that you did it unless there was fucking video evidence. Other than that, those are the things that they need to prove. So, why is the car so important? Because when they stole a car, did they have plans to use the car for something? Was shooting at the women a dry run? But I'm going to slow up 1 second and point one more thing out. In a RICO, you need criminal organization, basically. Organization crime, right? Jojo Splatt, CEO Bobby, went to another state and started stealing cars. That immediately makes anybody that they did business with involving with the white car that was used. Now, that wasn't just a one-time steal thing. Now, that basically means that they are an operation that specializes in stealing cars. They are a criminal organization that specializes in stealing cars. So when I tell you that the governments knew that they were stealing these cars, saw them stealing these cars, didn't say nothing and allowed for them to keep stealing cars, they absolutely did do that. So now these guys can be an actual criminal organization. Now, when we talk about the young Dolph situation, if they're aligned with the car, now that's RICO. Copy? Now they don't have to be a part of CMG. Copy? Because before, in order to start the RICO, they have to be a part of CMG and have to be a part of trying to further CMG's operation. Now they don't have to be. They could be put into the RICO with CMG put into the RICO also, because they were conspiring together. And they both were trying to build they was both trying to use each other's resources in order to build their own criminal organization. I believe they could still do a RICO off of that. Shout out to Dog Soldier. He said a few months ago, half a condo fell down in Southside. We specialize in soil and foundations, bro. I done worked for some of the biggest, the Linen Estate and okay, that's what it is. The Howard Jern, J-Lo, A-Rod. Salute. Hit that like button. I know we only have 90 people in here right now, but when we get to 110 likes, I open up the chat for everyone to talk. So if you hit the like button now, it's going to send out notifications, bring more people in, and you'll be able to get more people to hit the like button to get to 110 likes. And if your reason for not hitting the like button is because you can't comment, you wouldn't have hit the like button if you could comment. Let's just keep it a stat. That'd be like when you go out on a date with a chick and you be like, am I gonna get some? And she be like, I don't know. And you be like, separate checks, please. Motherfucker. If you would have paid for the fucking meal, you would have got some. Okay. I'm thinking either Cornelius Smith or Jojo Splatt is talking already. I think it's Cornelius Smith. I believe that Cornelius Smith has a lawyer that's there for the explicit purpose of getting him to give information to the government. I think Cornelius Smith's lawyer is there for the explicit purpose of helping him get a better deal so he don't die. Because they gonna put these niggas to death. If these dudes don't talk, they putting them to death. I'm telling you right now. If Cornelius Smith and Joe and Straight Drop do not talk, they putting them to death. I told y'all this when they first put the death penalty on the table. If they don't talk, they putting them to death. They not playing with these niggas. I told y'all that when they first when they first put the death penalty on the table. They didn't put the death penalty on the table because they're like, this is a death penalty offensive crime only. They put the death penalty on the table because they're basically saying, we want all of you niggas. If you not gonna help us catch the rest of the niggas that we gonna get anyway, we just gonna kill you and still go get them niggas. Because they got everybody. I promise you. If what we're hearing is correct and the cookie shop people had something to do with it, you don't think one of them niggas ain't gonna snitch? The only way to be sure you're not gonna get snitched on is to have no accomplices. That's it. Only person that can snitch then is you. That's if you commit the crime. The 100% to not get snitched on is don't commit a crime. Then you can only be lied on. Hit the like button. When we get up to 110 likes, I open up the chat for everybody. If you hit the like button, it's going to send out notifications to bring more people in to hit the like button. That's how that works. So listen, pay attention. They found 5 cars in CEO Bobby's driveway. They found another 2 cars somewhere else. And when they caught them, they was in the high-speed chase. That car was stolen also. So I believe there's 8 cars that these guys are accused of stealing. 8 cars. If you had anything to do with this, you need to start getting your affairs in order. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm not gonna lie. If I was one of the big dogs and I had anything put into this shit, niggas would start dropping like flies. But I mean, right now you can't really kill niggas because you got so many people locked up in jail. You kill some niggas, the niggas in jail might start talking. So all of these dudes is fuck right now. It's a wrap. Or do whatever with your dog. That's a fact. Yeah, you do it with your dog. Your dog ain't never gonna tell on you. Except for them dogs in those IG lives when the other dog be doing messed up stuff and they be putting their paw on them. Like, it was him. Like, you snitch. Damn collies or whatever kind of dogs those were. So just so everybody knows, they were not arrested in connection with this particular situation. But I promise you, they're going to have to be held accountable for this. Because the way that I'm looking at it is, just so we can be clear, They were people of interest. You think that the freaking feds weren't watching them? Look, I'm gonna explain something. These niggas is stupid. So you ever see one of the movies where it be some dude and he just wanders into a small town and nobody know who the hell he is? Everybody loves him. What up, Derek? He says, what it do, Frost? Salute. What up, James S? He says, good morning. Or you see his smoking feet. Salute. You ever seen one of those movies where some guy, he's like a vagabond, he has like a stick with clothes on the end, and he goes and walks into a town somewhere? He goes and walks into a town somewhere, go get a job, and then nobody don't know who he is, and then like 20, 30 years later, they found out he was a bank robber. That's what these niggas is supposed to be trying to do. Go somewhere where you will not be recognized. Y'all niggas all got incredibly wild names anyway that none of us know anything about. Go somewhere where you are not going to be recognized. That's how you hide out. You dudes can't hide out because y'all want to be flashy. Y'all can't hide out because y'all want to be on the forefront. Y'all can't hide out because you want to be the face of something. So none of y'all niggas can hide out. You should be trying to get up to fucking Alaska or something. I promise you, if you went all the way up to Alaska, even if they knew you was up there, they probably say, you know what, we don't even care about that. Do we really need him? Is he that important to this case? Because I don't, that's far. He escaped. He's not on the run no more. He escaped. Don't none of us want to go up there. Fuck it. He put himself in prison. Shout out to Alaska. It's a lot better than what I'm making it out to be. I read a book real quick. I just want to say this real quick. So I read a book about a cult that was in Alaska. It's imagined. It was fiction, and it was kind of dope. It was dope. Like, they was doing a lot of stuff. Like it was like based in like the 1960s and shit. So it was like that type of energy. It was like using all type of different drugs and shit. They was giving the kids drugs. The shit was crazy. It was a wild ass book. Where the fuck was I reading that book at? I was somewhere reading that book. I can't remember where though. It might have been out of town. It might be a John Grissom book. Is it a John Grissom book? It might be a John Grissom book. Is it? Hey Google, did John Grissom ever write a book about Alaska? Damn. Hey Google, homepage. Hey Google, did John Grissom ever write a book based in Alaska? I hate when my shit do this. That's why I think somebody got my shit. I think somebody. That's why I just be unplugging my shit. Be unplugging that shit now. So I think somebody is using it. I don't know what the fuck. Hey Google, put the volume to 8. Hey Google, has John Grissom ever written a book based in Alaska?
I don't know, but I found the...
Okay, so it wasn't John Grissom, but it was a good book. I just read a lot of John Grissom books. I don't know who wrote it. I used to read a lot. Like, you don't understand. I used to read a lot. Maybe not a lot. Maybe about 40 books a year. Maybe about 40, 30, 40 books a year. I don't know if that's a lot. I was reading like 2-3 books a month at one point. Anyway. So you better believe the police knew what them dudes were. I think that's the misconception. People like to believe that since nobody... What the fuck are you doing, Google? Hey, Google. Home screen. Hey, Google. Home screen. I think that's something that people sometimes think. Like, because you didn't get arrested yet. 9 times out of 10, the reason why people don't get arrested yet is because they want to watch you and see what you're doing. Because they got enough to arrest you, but they don't got enough to hold you. I'm going to say that again. A lot of times the police might have enough to arrest you, but they don't got enough to hold you. So they got to allow for you to have the opportunity to commit more crimes so you could be held while they do their investigation. So they leave you out. They let you commit crimes. I'm just putting you on the game for everybody that don't know. Just putting you on the game for everybody that don't know. A lot of the time, the police will allow, they will allow for you to stay out because they have enough to arrest you, but they don't got enough to hold you. They got enough to hold these dudes. These dudes is not coming home. These dudes is idiots. Like, I want to talk about Eric Adams and the New York City drill music thing too. Don't get it confused. But these dudes is just idiots. Like, at this point, I don't know what at this point, I don't know what to tell you. At this point, I don't know what to tell you. Honestly, I do not know what to tell you at this point. At this point, I'm just like, we're literally living in a culture where people are trying to go to jail. That I'm telling you, I think these dudes are really living with the understanding that, you know, they don't mind doing 5 years or 10 years. And then they go do the 5 years or 10 years and realize, you know what, this wasn't it. But before then, I think that we're living in a culture now where we have people that want to go to jail. I'm just keeping it a stack. Because some of the shit that they're doing don't make sense. They're committing crimes that there's no way you're going to get away with. How in the hell was they supposed to get away with this crime? Somebody explain that shit to me. I'm here. I'm listening. All ears. How in the hell was they supposed to get away with that crime? How? In what world? All right, we're going to back up for a minute. I want to talk about something for 2 seconds. Hit that like button. When we get up to 110 likes, I'm going to open up the chat for Today's Saturday. We got 91 people in here, and today is Saturday. So this is what we're going to say. I'm going to give y'all 10 minutes. We got 91 people in here. I'm going to give y'all 10 minutes. We got 46 likes right now. If we get, I'm giving y'all 10 minutes. My clock right here says 10:43. Somebody took their likes away. No, I said 46. So if we get to 75 likes in the next 10 minutes, if we get the 75 likes in the next 10 minutes, I'll open up the chat. That basically means if you guys really do want to chat, you're going to hit the like button now, and then I'm going to open up the chat for everybody to talk, and I'm going to give you 10 minutes. I don't think it's going to happen. And the reason why is I think that there's people that just want me to have the chat open, and if I have the chat open, they still not going to hit the like button. So me telling them, if you hit the like button, I'm going to open up the chat, they still not going to hit it. It don't matter. So we got 91 people in here. We got 48 likes already. If we get to 75 likes in less than 10 minutes, I'll open up the chat. I don't think we're going to make it. But boom, let's go. Let's see what happens. What up, St. Louis finest? How you doing, my brother? Hope everything is going well. I don't know if that's a dude or a chick. But how you doing? I hope everything, I'm just assuming you a dude. I think that, no, you are a dude. Shout out to you. You are a dude. You did drops before. You are a dude. Saw your picture. Look, I told you, we got 90 people in here with 50 likes right now. I said if we get to 75 likes, I'll open up the chat. We could get to 75 likes like this. Now watch what happens. We got 9 more minutes. Let me go and finish the thing. At the end of 9 more minutes, I'll come back and I'll talk, and then we'll see what happens. This is just proof that niggas don't really want me to open the chat up. I mean, that niggas don't. This is just proof that some people, they not going to hit the like button even if they going to benefit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, even if they going to benefit, they not going to hit the like button. They not here because they fuck with me. They don't fuck with us. You understand what I'm saying? They're here for other purposes. Anyway. Shout out to the green team. The only motherfuckers that can comment right now. Shout out to the other people that hit the like button and they can't comment. Y'all guys are the real heroes. Well, y'all part of the real heroes. Y'all the second real heroes. With that being said, let's get back to it. I want to talk about this New York City drill music shit with the mayor Eric Adams also. So I'm gonna speed through this real quick. They watching, but they won't hit now you understand what I'm trying to say? That's why when people come in here and they be like, yo, why don't you open up the chat? People hit the like button. No, they not. Because if they hit the like button, I'm going to open up the chat. You understand? You get it? So they're not going to hit the like button if I open up the chat. Because if they hit the like button, I'm going to open up the chat. Do you get it? Like they could literally make me open up the chat every single day by coming in and just hitting the like button. You get it? Shout out to Al B dropping all of those frauds. Somebody put the Cash App in the chat. Get it? Let me plug my phone in and shit. This shit is about to die. But you get it? You understand what I'm saying? There's a reason why people try to blow smoke up their ass all the time to try to get you to do the thing that they want you to do. People are always trying to manipulate others to do things that's going to be beneficial for them and not necessarily for the individual. I'm just not a nigga that you could just get to do what you want them to do by saying, oh, don't worry, we're going to play fair. I don't believe you. You play fair first, because I'm honest. So you play fair first. Copy? With that being said, I don't even care to open up the chat, by the way, just so we can be clear. So if y'all don't want to open up the chat, I don't really care to open the chat up. I'm fine with it like this. If I really cared about opening up the chat, I would literally just open it up, just so we could be clear. I would just open it up if I cared for the chat to be open. I don't. Dog Soldier says secretly they're in love with Jack. I don't know what the hell is wrong with them. I do know that they come in here all the time talking about how good or bad I look in my clothes. They always want me, and they grown men, and they be like, yo, Jack, man, your lips. Woohoo! What now? They grown men. I don't know what to tell you. Well, some of them are grown men. Other ones is ungrown men. With that being said, so we can get this Eric Adams thing. Niggas is talking. The reason why those two were scooped up is because people were talking. The police are getting some of the information in which they want. Whenever the police is getting information in which they want from the people that's locked up, they start removing people off the streets. I'm telling you right now, the majority, there are a lot of Green Team members that do not want me to open up the chat ever. You get it? There's literally people that have subscriptions to the channel. They never want me to open up the chat. And so the people who are actually paying money to be here don't want me to open up the chat. But I'm going to open up the chat for the people who won't even give a like. Please explain to me how that makes sense. Anyway. Shout out to Dog Soldier putting the Cash App in the chat. Green Team could pull up to the Cash App right now. By the way. Let's slap some haters. Whoa. Them niggas is talking. Somebody is talking. What I'm thinking is this. That dude that Cornelius Smith has as a lawyer right now, I do not know his name. I cannot remember his name. But the dude that Cornelius Smith has as a lawyer right now, shout out to Seti Nash. I saw this on his channel. Too many distractions. That's a fact, Art of D-Glass. I saw it on his channel. Seti Nash said that guy basically, he was going through the people that he represented previously. And he just, all of them niggas getting life in prison. What the fuck you think is going to happen to these niggas? These niggas got the death penalty. They got a lawyer that his clients seem to get life in prison. What the hell you think is gonna happen? You gonna go to trial with that guy? That guy goes to trial. His clients go to prison for life. You have the death penalty on the on in you know. You gonna go to fucking? Are you gonna? So what are you gonna do? What up, Shakur Stevenson? He says BBN salute. So you're gonna go to trial with a dude that keeps losing trial and niggas is getting life? And you don't even have life on the table. You got everything on the table up to your mortality. Them niggas is talking. I promise you. I promise you. These dudes might never be able to find a halfway decent lawyer. Copy? They're not going to be able to find no halfway decent lawyer. It's not happening. The fuck was that? Oh, was that this one or the other one? Shout out to Al B with the $10 drop. He says front and back slap, all of them. Al B says, first of all, Al B pulled up in the saloon. He walked in the saloon, he strutted. He walks up to the bartender. The bartender just looks him in the face. He pushes a glass of Hennessy over to him. He takes the whole shot. He turns, he looks out the window. He sees all the haters across the street. He walks up to the haters. The haters are screaming, "No Roger, no rerun, no rent. No Roger, no rerun, no rent." He says, "Hater." Hater says, "What?" He says, "What did the five fingers say to the face?" The hater said, "Huh?" Who was that again? Al B said, "Slap your rat bastard." He wheels back. He hits him one time. Bam. And then as the guy got hit this way, and he wheeled back and he hit him back that way. So the guy got hit like, "Ush, ush." And then the guy, after he got hit, he just got extra dramatic with it and threw himself backwards. Through a table. I mean, he got hit hard, but he didn't get hit that hard. He got hit, bang, bang, and then he just threw his own self backwards through the table. Shout out to that hater for throwing himself through the table, making the hit look even harder than it was. But shout out to LB, slapping the hater of the day. Who's next? Pulling our blessings down from the heavens. Who's next? Let's slap some more haters. Them dudes is talking. Wait, 10 minutes is up. 10 minutes is up. We got 9 likes in 10 minutes. We're so far from 75 likes. Chat staying closed. We'll open it up when we get to 110 likes. See? I just want to prove my point. Now listen, pay attention. You want to know why so many people have bad relationships with me, I think? I think because people be trying to force me to give in to shit that I'm not going to do, and I don't never give in. Like, people be trying to force me to do a thing, and I never give in. So what happens is, the people that really hate me and want me all the bad things in the world to happen to me, they go tell other people that I'm stubborn. And then they try to say, you see, he not going to listen. He don't listen to nothing. And then they try to get them to convince me to do something that I would never do. And then when I don't do the thing that I would never do, they say, see, I told you he don't listen to nobody. And I just got to sit there and see them getting gaslit. I just got to watch them being gaslit. And there's nothing I can do about it. Because they just getting gaslit. You was literally trying to get me to do something that I would never do. Shout out to Symbology Scanning. He says, top of the morning, BBN fam. Salute to the West. Salute from the West. Shout out to the West. The West got 5 on it. Does the West have 5 on it? Symbology Scanner. Do you got 5 on it? What part of the West is you from? Also, everybody drop your cities in the chat. Let everybody know where the green team from. Who's next? Who's next? Did I say who's next? Oh, we about to get to New York City conversation real quick. But listen, pay attention. Right? Them niggas is already talking. I promise you. 9 times out of 10, Cornelius Smith's family came to him and told him what it was. Oh, you got that Rosin Papaya OG? Okay. All right, shout out to Los Angeles. We got LA in the house. 9 times out of 10. We got Florida in the house. Salute. We got 2 people from Florida in the house. Dog Soldier down there too. Arthur D. Glass. Shout out to DZ. Salute. He said shout out to the other side of the wall. We tried. Salute, Frost. What's up? Salute. Shout out to Oakland. Y'all tried. Look, hold on, DZ. Me, you have had a lot of conversations together. Am I not trying? Like, I'm really trying over here to be fair. Shout out to John B. He says, shout out to Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to Long Beach. Shout out to Oakland. I never understand this Chinks Bundles guy with the $2 drop. Shout out to Chinks Bundles with the $2 drop. Appreciate you. As always. But you on the outside of the saloon because it costs $5 to get on the inside, my brother. Shout out to Chinks Bundles with the $2 drop. I don't understand that. I mean, like 3-4 years later, 3 years ago, we had a campaign going with $2 drops that we just came up with one time, and it was hitting. Like, you know, it's fun. You understand what I'm saying? I think other YouTube content creators get mad at me because they can't figure out fun ways to get their community to want to be involved. So I think they be getting mad at me. Like, they be like, stop talking about money. Yeah, but I want to, like, this is fun. Like, I want to, like, I'm giving a service. Like, you know, it's fun. I like making jokes about shit. I like laughing and shit. You feel me? Shout out to DZ. Shout out to, we got the smoking section in the house. We got BBN West in the house, by the way. James S. and DZ in here. 2 parts of a 3-legged prong. I should really do some voice work for real. I really want to do some voice work. I actually was looking into it, but it was hard for me to be able to keep appointments and shit like that in my previous situation. Now I need a car because I live on the end of the fucking world. If I had a car to be, so it's always you need something, so you just gotta do it. So, but I mean, the internet exists. You in Miramar, Florida? Shout out to Miramar. Yeah, I'm giving them the lane to run in, and the running back is skill lacking. Thank you. I'm trying my best, yo. Knowing that opening up the chat is going to bring in all the people that I don't want here, I'm still trying to get the chat open. So it is what it is. I want to get to this New York thing. Them niggas is snitching. Everybody's going down. There's a ton of things that I want to talk about, but I'm not going to talk about yet because I kind of get upset when people take my token points and don't nobody ever bring my name up, but I shout your name out. Like some of these same people that when I go to their channel and I see their shit and I come over here and I'm talking about it and I shout their name out, they take my token points and act like it was theirs. You understand what I'm saying? And I know it was my talking point because sometimes I hold shit for a dumb long time. Y'all know how I do. I'll hold shit for a dumb long time and then bring up something that happened 2 months ago and then explain how it had something to do with something. So then when somebody else now starts talking about you know they got it from over here. You understand what I'm saying? So niggas is weirdos. Like, I love being black, but I just wish we treated our people different. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be nothing else, but it's a shame that we don't treat that it's a shame that we operate the way that we do. It's a shame that we always have to be at each other's necks. It's a shame that we can't never be friendly with one another. It's a shame. You understand what I'm saying? It's a fucking shame. With that being said, I want to comment about this New York drill rap music for a second. Because this is another thing that I told y'all was going to happen. I want to get some votes. Do y'all remember when I said they was going to ban? Shout out to Chinks Bundles with the $3 drop. And he's a whole 3.0. So I must have kicked whoever the hell this is out a ton of times. Shout out to Chinks Bundles with the $3 drop. Chinks Bundles, he had been sitting on the veranda. He said, you know what? I'm going to go in. He stands up. He walks into the saloon. As he walks around in the saloon, he sees all the new embroidery over the top of the walls and the doors. The saloon is an entirely new makeup. They had gold woven into the freaking beams in the building. They got women everywhere. We have mirrors everywhere. It's beautiful. We have a whole new section over there where you could play fucking. We have a whole section over there where you could play gamble and everything. So he walks into the saloon. He says, oh, this is how it looks in here. I haven't been in here in a long time. He walks up to the bartender. The bartender said, what will you have? He says, can I have me a coffee with a muffin? Bartender says, what kind of muffin? I don't know what kind of muffin he wants, and I assume that he can't comment. So I'm just going to give him a blueberry muffin because that's my favorite. Shout out to Chinks Bundles pulling up into the saloon, having a coffee and a blueberry muffin with us. And we're going to toast it. I don't know if we want it toasted, but we're just going to toast it anyway. Shout out to Symbology Scanner with the $7.10 drop. He says, equals oil, concentrates in real life or hydration at the saloon. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Symbology Scanner. He walks into the saloon. For everybody that doesn't know, Symbology Scanner is an android robot from the future. From the future, past our future. And he went all the way back to the saloon that is in 1860. He walks in the door. Beep, boop, pop. He looks at the... he looks at the bouncer. The bouncer goes to give him dap, right? So the bouncer goes to give him dap, but he doesn't know what that means. So when the bouncer goes to give him dap, he headbutts his face. He turns around, he walks to the bar. Then he goes to talk to the bartender. The bartender says, what will you have? He says, I am a normal human being. Beep boop. The bartender's like, all right, what can I give you? He says, do you have your hardest whiskey? So basically, Symbology Scanner asked for the hardest, strongest whiskey they had. The bartender turns around. He looks both ways. He says, I have this one bottle of this stuff, right? We don't serve it no more because it killed 5 people in one night. He gives them a little cup of it. He passes it over. Symbology Scanner picks it up. He says, thank you, human. I mean, bartender. Bartender says, hey, not a problem. This he says, over there, what is that? And when he turns around to go look over there, he opens up a thing in his chest right here, and he pours the alcohol in it and closes it back up. And when the bartender turns back around, he goes, oh, thank you very much. And he hands it over to him. And then he's like, and then all of a sudden, his eyes like, he's like, anybody ever seen Three Stooges? You've seen the Three Stooges, right? You know when Curly starts doing that thing right there, Symbology Scanner starts doing that. Because even though he needs actual gasoline, this alcohol is so strong that it's actually like, he would be at like 100%. It actually put him at like 2000%. So he's now Symbology Skin is in the saloon and he's just running around the saloon. Shout out to Symbology Skinner having an alcohol / sugar rush in the saloon. And he's just running around doing all of the things. Shout out to Symbology Skinner pulling up to the saloons. Give me 1 second. I just think I see somebody outside my door. They probably think I'm in here talking to myself. They're like, that motherfucker, we hear him all night. We hear him all day. He just be talking to himself. What the hell is going on over this? Oh, shoot. Let me close this app. I wonder why I heard that thing. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Boom. It almost crashed. My computer almost crashed, y'all. Oh, he's like oh man, I wish I was part of a writing team for a fucking TV show or a movie or something like that. I promise you that shit would be lit, my nigga. I come up with most of this shit on the fly. Like 90% of this shit I come up on the fly. 95%. Who's next? Who's next, you rat bastards? Also, it looked like Super Chat trying to compete today. Wait, Super Chat's winning. Yo, this is gonna be the first time Super Chat won in like 2 weeks. I think is Super Chat winning? Let me just check, just to be sure. Super Chat is winning. Super Chat has been losing every single day for like 2 weeks. Super Chat winning. Salute. Hashtag Super Chat. They're the same team. Sticker team and the Super Chat team, same team. I did not mean to put that bar there. That bar is an accident. I did not mean to put that there. All right, let's get back to the show. File your taxes for free. Woohoo! I'm happy. I want to file taxes. What the fuck? You rat bastards? Niggas be thinking niggas over there. I want to file taxes. I need to file as many taxes as possible. And now I use like over 50% of this apartment. Where I'm not in an apartment, I live in a house, but this unit I use over 50% for my actual show. So that means that I'm gonna be able to write 50% of my rent off. So if you know anything about taxes, that's next year though. I'm gonna be able to write 50% of my rent off because I use over 50% of the room in here for the area in here for work. So I'm gonna be able to write 50% of my rent off. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Actually, I use more than 50%, but I'm only gonna put 50%. Let's go. I talked to the tax preparer and see exactly what I'm gonna do. Let's go. You get up to 110 likes, I open the chat. We got 92 people in here. I promise you, if everybody that's in here right now that has not hit the like button, we'll have more than 110 likes and I'd open up the chat. For the people that just don't want to do it, because y'all like, the chat ain't open, I'm not going to hit the like. Like, you is the main niggas that I bet is scored bad in school. I bet. If that's your reason. I'm not saying just because you didn't hit it. I'm saying if that's your reason, I could just think of all the other opportunities in your life you just threw away for no good reason. Some of us times we throw away opportunities but for a good reason. I've thrown away a lot of opportunities for a good reason. Or for reasons I believe are good reasons, at least. No, honestly. Alright, let's get back to it. I want to talk about this New York City shit. Can we talk about this New York City drill music shit? 39 people voted. 38% of the people remember when I said it. I only needed one of you to remember. Because the people that don't remember don't mean that it didn't happen. It just means that you don't remember. I said it. I've been saying this a lot. So I'm pretty sure the majority of the people that's saying that they don't remember probably are either new to the channel or lying. I've said this a lot. Whenever we talk about drill music, I damn near say this. Now listen and pay attention. Let me run a clip for y'all real quick and we'll be right back.
And I had no idea what drill rapping was, but I called my son and he sent me some videos and it is alarming. And we are going to pull together the social media companies and sit down with them and state that you have a civic and corporate responsibility. You know, I mean, we pulled Trump off Twitter because of what he was spewing. Yet we are allowing music, displaying of guns, violence. We're allowing it to stay on these sites because look at the victims. We're bringing them in. We're going to show exactly what is being displayed. And we are alarmed by it. We are alarmed by the use of social media to really over-proliferate this violence in communities. And I think your question is dead on, and that's the question we're going to ask these companies. We're going to ask them for good corporate responsibility. This is contributing to the violence that we're seeing all over this country. It is one of those rivers that we have to dam. Specifically for drill rappers. You know, when you look at many of these young people, they're coming from communities that they believe that this is the only pathway for their success. Part of what we're doing with the crisis management team, and I am meeting with some of the top known rappers. We have a meeting set up where we're going to sit down and really bring in the rappers and show how this is impacting and is causing the loss of lives of young people like them. So we're looking at every area, and there's some very top-known rappers that are going to participate in this. Once we have the meeting, we're going to display the coalition of rappers that are looking at this. They see what this drill rapping is doing. And once we bring them together, I don't want to do it prematurely to announce their names, but we're going to roll out the entire campaign that we're looking at, that they are a part of.
Mr. Mayor, I got a question on that as well. And I knew you were asked this yesterday, but I want to see if there's an update. Jaquan McKinley's father said that you were basically talking about his life for political gain, that you were inventing details of his life. And he said he reached out to you, left a couple of messages directly and a text. Have you responded to him? And what do you have to say to him? I mean, he's clearly upset. His son died. I mean,
yeah, no, this is painful to go through this experience. Imagine, I cannot imagine if I were to lose my baby, my son. It's a painful moment. We spoke after someone from the Daily News questioned me on this. We spoke again today. We're going to speak again tonight. And what I believe the outcome of this is that he and I are going to be partners to stop seeing our young men become victims of this level of violence, and ladies, and to go after those things that was just mentioned, the drill rapping, the overproliferation of guns. I believe that he's going to be a symbol of the dads all over this country that are concerned about their families, and I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to continuing the conversation.
How did the conversations go, Mr. Mayor?
Went well.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I want to say something real quick for y'all that don't get it. I want to say something real quick for y'all that don't get it. Listen, pay attention. You think that they accidentally, and I'm not talking about the mirror, just so we can be clear. Okay, so all of this shit that's happening right now was starting and put into place before this mayor came into office. So I'm in no way holding Eric Adams personally accountable with the words that I'm about to use. I just want to be clear on that. But you think any of this is an accident? None of this is an accident. I need, not just for some of these rappers to, I need the rappers that do drill music and are not involved in the shooting to step up, because I need for them to express to the other rappers that it's okay to stop killing. You don't have to kill these niggas and you can still do drill music. You don't have to kill your ops and you can still do drill music. We need that. That's a message that we literally need put out there. Strong. You can disagree with people over music and not shoot them when you see them. That's a message that needs to be out there, just so we can be clear. But y'all think any of this is an accident? Just 2 years ago, we had people on the street talking about defund the police. Guess who was not saying defund the police? This guy. I kept telling y'all, I do not agree with the defunding the police. That doesn't make sense to me. So you know what happened? Y'all been saying defund the police for so long. So you know what happened? The police are just not as aggressive as they used to be, which is a good thing. Don't get this confused. But that also means that there's crimes that they're literally going to just, not try as hard to solve. When you go eat at a restaurant, before you order, do you go tell the chef, I don't think you deserve your paycheck? And then you order your food. You be like, yo, man, I don't deserve, you deserve that paycheck you get, chef. Let me get some filet mignon. You do this? I don't even believe the police should be defunded. I've been telling you, I don't think they make enough. I've said that on multiple occasions. I don't think police make enough. I think that if you paid the police more, and it'll mitigate a lot of these issues that we have with the police and with the civilians in their interactions. I'm on record saying that. I've said that numerous times. I don't even think the police is paid enough. We had people talking about defunding the police. Now when the streets is going crazy with everybody being shot, where are these activists at now? At home somewhere, comfortable. In some other city, getting arrested. You know where they are not? On the fucking streets of New York trying to figure out how to solve the problem. Don't tell me that you're for black people, but when black people are killing black people, you are not trying to stop that from happening. You're only trying to stop other people from killing black people. As long as a black person kills a black person, we good. Don't give me that energy, you rat bastards. I'm not on that type of time. Now, I'm getting pissed. I give these freaking advocates all of the... I get on them sometimes, but I give them all of the benefit of a fucking doubt. I don't think that could be of question. I give advocates all of the benefits of the doubt. I don't think that could be of question. I need them to pull up. I need them to get in these fucking New York streets. I don't want them picketing on fucking Harlem. I want them going somewhere with some legislative bodies of New York City bringing awareness to the fucking violence. I want them going up to fucking Spotify and YouTube and all of these other platforms and protesting about them allowing people to put that music on their fucking platform in the first place. I want them to be talking, I want them to be going at fucking Instagram, talking about how Instagram is allowing these individuals to put up fucking videos about how they killing other niggas. That's advocacy. All these guys do is complain about the police. That's it. And academics. So you trying to tell me, and this is real shit. This is real shit. So you trying to tell me my son got time to talk about DJ academics, but he don't got time to stop everything he doing to try to get these young kids to stop killing each other in the street? He just make 1 or 2 posts about it. I don't respect the shooter no more. And then you go do some other shit. Tell me where the fuck I'm wrong at. Don't tell me that I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. Now I stand up here and defend that man to death. But I'm not defending him. I'm defending our right to try to defend ourselves against outside forces. I'll say that again. I'm not defending him. I'm defending our rights to defend ourselves against outside forces. And what I'm saying is, we still, if you're a fucking advocate and you're out here talking about defunding the police, I want you to be out here talking about get the guns off the street too. I want you to be out here talking about these rappers that's fucking 14 and 15 years old killing each other. I want you to be out here talking about that. I want you to be out here talking about how goofy these niggas look when they go on the internet talking about they smoking on a pack. God first. I want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about my son talking about motherfucking who's the newest internet guy he's beefing with? Hassan Campbell. I don't want to hear about my son beefing with Hassan Campbell. Hassan Campbell came for him, by the way. But I don't want to hear him beefing with Hassan Campbell. My son lost his moms yesterday. Condolences to my son and his family. I saw him posting his moms. I did not know that his moms passed away. My condolences to my son and his family. My condolences. Let's give him a week to mourn. Alright? The Bible says to give you, I think the Bible says 7 days, right? I think the Bible says that when something happens and somebody passes, you get 7 days to mourn. I believe the Bible says that. I forgot how long the Bible says, but I think it's 7 days. It might be a month, but I think it's 7 days. I think you get like a week to mourn. So, shout out to the business. Appreciate you. Yeah, shout out to 156 in Brook Ave. That's a fact. So, just so we can be clear, my condolences to his family. I did not know that his moms passed away. I saw him posting his moms. I didn't know why he was posting his moms. I just saw him with pictures of his moms and I hit the link. I just hit the like button. Definitely condolences to him and his family for losing a matriarch. I personally think that my son is a good guy, so she raised a good man. A lot of us are good people that got our own issues and shit that we dealing with. So if she raised them, she didn't do a bad job. Even with all the trials and tribulations that he went through in his adolescences. That caused for him to be locked up in jail or whatever the case is. My condolences. But that don't stop this one fact. My son beefs with all these internet niggas. We need for my son to step up. We need for my son. We need for Queen Tamika Mallory. We need for Until Freedom to step up. And not just fight against the outside forces that's trying to destroy us, but also to try to fix or fight against the inside forces that are actually doing more harm than the outside forces. But my condolences definitely goes out to, I forgot my son's last name, but their whole family. Both of my parents are still alive. And I don't have the good fortune to have a close relationship with either one of them. That's just not the way that the world shaked out. I'm not complaining. But I would imagine anyone that had a close relationship with anyone and they lost them, that it would be devastating and it would be harmful. So we're going to lay up off of my son some, because I didn't know he lost his moms. We're going to lay up off of him some. But I just want to express this point, and I don't want to lose this. This whole entire thing came about because some people wanted us pushing defund the police because they wanted to hurt a certain demographic in America. Defunding the police in New York City is bad. Defunding the police in LA is bad. Defunding the police in Chicago is bad. Okay? Now there's other places where defunding the police will be beneficial. These are not one of the places. So I don't want to hear people talking about defunding the police in big, huge cities. Big, huge cities need the police. Okay? The more dense the population, the more you need law and order. This is just facts. Shout out to OGK Network with the $5 drop. He said, damn, how many people are going to be arrested in this young Dolph case? They probably already got about 10 or 15 people arrested. Real talk. Allegedly, the two dudes that was in the back got arrested that came out the back of Makitas. Now they got Jojo Splatt, right? And the other dude, CEO Bobby. We also know about Straight Drop and Cornelius Smith. The dude that was arrested when Straight Drop was arrested is also arrested. Remember that young boy that they said actually named Straight Drop that he was supposed to be locked up with? That's 8. Anybody else could think of any more? Anybody else could think of any more? That's 8. And believe you me when I tell... Oh, the other dude... Oh, I think that's one of the dudes that came out the back of the store, though, so I'm not going to recount them because I'm not 100% sure. That's 8 right there. And that's just what I could think of off the top of my head. There's probably at least 3 or 4 more out there that got arrested. It's people, and that's just of what they've told us. Because remember, a couple of these people are arrested, but they're not being held on the charge of shooting young Dolph. They're being held on other charges, so y'all niggas can't find them in the system. That do know that's what that is, right? They're holding off on charging them for certain charges on purpose, so you can't find them in the system and have them associated with whatever until they can make their case to the point where it's unbreakable, where they got you. Remember, we dealing with the U.S. government to a point at this point. They brought the marshals in, homie. When they don't. Also, I want to explain something. They don't bring the marshals in to investigate as much as they bring the marshals in to capture. So the simple fact that they called the marshals as early as they called the marshals, that means that they already had eyes on the people that they wanted to get. That also leads me to believe that there might be some police corruption, because that's another reason why you call the marshals in. Or just call in an extra agency, a different agency. Like, your own agency can't police itself. It's just, that's not going to happen. You understand what I'm saying? That your own agency can't police itself. So what happens is they call in other agencies to help them monitor and police whatever your agency is. That's another reason why, that's actually one of the reasons why when you see TV shows and movies, why you be seeing like the FBI always arguing with local police. It's not just because they come take their fucking cases. it's because usually when the FBI show up and it's just a local matter, the local police is like, why the fuck is the FBI here for? That's not necessary. Nowadays, it happens more, so it's not looked at the same. But back in like the 80s, the 90s, the local police have the FBI show up for some case that they think is some regular shit. They're not really showing up for that. They might be showing up to see which police officers might have had something to do with it. They might be in an investigation going on against the police at that time. So that's another reason why a lot of these agencies specifically don't get along with the FBI. Because when the FBI come in, that means that they saying that you can't do your job, and there's a good chance somebody might lose their job, or there's somebody that's dirty. So you think one of us is dirty? You understand what I'm saying? I haven't filed yet. I will start filing. Yeah, 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 yeah. So yeah, so I don't know. That's one way to look at it. I don't know what to tell you. Just 100% honesty. Um, these dudes is done. Like the police already know these dudes is done. And then allegedly there's some police that was in on it or see this is okay, so I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, so I don't personally like when you're doing anything with somebody else, you have to have the understanding that they might not have the same passion about it as you, right? So they might not have the same temperament about it as you. So these guys go do a hit or whatever the fuck they do, right? They think they the mans over there. They think they winning all of the things. So they go do whatever they do, right? I want to be clear on something. I want to be clear on something. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now, CEO. I'm about to tell you right now, OGK. Does OGK stand for official gangster killer? I'm just curious. All right, so I'm gonna explain in 2 seconds. Hold on. See, this is the issue. None of these dudes are professionals. These dudes are just people that would do anything. So you got to understand, these niggas is doing crimes with people who aren't actually professionals. They're just people that'll do anything. You understand what I'm saying? They're people that's desperate. They'll do anything. The higher you go up the ladder, the less people want to deal with desperate people. You want to know why? Because when you desperate, you're not at your best. When you desperate, you could be compromised. When you desperate, you can't be trusted. So if they already got 8 people arrested, already, imagine how many more people was involved in this. Original gangster killer. I believe Jojo Splatt and CEO Bobby is going to be tied in because they was part of the people that helped steal the car. That's how I believe they're going to be tied in. I believe one or both of them was actually with Cornelius Smith when Cornelius Smith stole the car. Once they connect them to the car thief, once they connect them to them stealing the car, they're in the case. You understand? Now, this is something that I believe. The question is gonna be, when they stole the car, did they steal the car with the predetermined position that they were going to go after young Dolph? You understand? When they stole the car, did they steal the car with the understanding that they were going to go get young Dolph? Did they steal the car with the understanding that young Dolph was going to be murdered? Why can't you be green? Oh, you said he can't? Okay, not a problem. They won't let you, or you just can't? Just because I'm curious. Okay, original gangster killer. Okay. I got a couple of brain cells up here. I got a couple. I got a little bit of a tiny bit of intelligence in me. Not much, but you know, I get by. And coincidentally, I'm ridiculously good at predicting the future. Like that's just I'm ridiculously good at predicting the future. I'm really good at that shit, for real, for real. Once again, shout out to my son and their family, and condolences. He lost his matriarch. He lost his mother. I'm assuming she was the matriarch of their family. They look alike too. He looks like his mom. Salute to that. And also, when you see them in pictures, like he's like you could tell like there's love there. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell that there's love there. Like it's not awkward. It's not weird. Like you could tell it's genuine love there. You know what I'm saying? On both sides. Not all of us could say that. You know, not all of us could say that we could take pictures with our family members or our parents or something like that, and a person that don't know us could look at the photo and see the love. Not everybody could say that. I know I can't. What the fuck? But that's cool also, because you know, his experiences made him who he is. My experiences made me who I am, and I love me. So, you know, I have to appreciate my experiences. You understand? You understand how that works? If you hate your experiences that you went through in life, you don't like yourself. But if you love yourself, then you're gonna appreciate your experiences because it made you who you are. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna say something real quick. Yeah, I know a lot of times when I be talking about my childhood, I actually be saying it in admiration. I love the fact that I was able to figure out how to feed myself. I love the fact that I used to hang out with my friends and we was like, I wasn't even in first grade yet, and I was running around in abandoned buildings, jumping from beams and shit like that. There's people don't got experiences like that. You understand what I'm saying? I was getting experiences and memories and doing things that other people just, you know what I'm saying, that a very small percentage of people in the world was having. You understand what I'm saying? There's a very small percentage of the people that you're going to meet in your life that's going to tell you that they grew up at the age of 4 and 5 playing in abandoned buildings. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times I'm bringing that shit up. I'm not bringing that shit up because I'm sad. I'm not bringing that shit up because I'm angry. I'm actually bringing this shit up because I appreciate those experiences. It's part of what made me who I am. I'm an extremely resilient motherfucker. I do know that I never give in, right? I never give in. Never. And look where I'm at in life. I could be doing a lot worse. I never give in. I never give in. I could be doing a lot worse in life. I walk around taking the consequences rather than giving people what they want. If you mean bad to me, I don't give a fuck. I never give in. The shit don't feel right. I feel like if I'm going to lose anyway, I might as well lose on my terms. Me giving in to what you want me to do and it's something that I don't want to do, I'm losing. So I might as well lose on my terms. So fuck it. Never give in. These are facts. Y'all see me on the internet for how many years? When have you ever seen me give in? When have you ever seen me give in? I never give in. That's why I keep saying it don't make sense for people to want to argue with me. I don't give in. Why would you want to? So if you're arguing with me, you're only arguing with me to argue. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to give in. I had a model that I've had since I've been a teenager, and that was just do the thing, because I'm not going to do the thing you want me to do. So you might as well just do whatever your threat is. Whatever your threat is, just do that, because I'm not going to do the thing you want me to do. So a lot of times I talk about my past experience, I'm actually talking about them shits in admiration. It's just that people get upset because they know that they did me wrong. You understand what I'm saying? I'm proud. I lived alone at 9 years old. A lot of you motherfuckers, if y'all lived alone at 9 years old, somebody would have came to the house at some point and you would have been a dead body. A lot of y'all, if y'all would have lived alone at 9 years old, y'all would have had to go run to the neighbor's house. I didn't do none of that. I stood 10 toes. I was living alone 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I lived alone. A lot of y'all, a lot of people, especially the people that talk crazy about me, especially the people that say I'm lying, especially them, they can't even imagine. So you know they would have folded. Just something to think about. I want those Jordans so fucking bad. Wait, are those the ones I want? No, I got those. I got those. I need a new pair though. No, I don't got those. I got the ones that look close to like those, but they ain't those. These right here, I'm gonna show y'all. I want these so bad. Gotta go cop a pair when I get a chance. I'm gonna show you which ones I'm talking about real quick. Hold on. I don't got those. I want them shits. I got these. These are the closest ones I have. They're not the same though. They're not the same though. You see how these is dark right here? I want the ones where they're light right here. But this is light. You understand what I'm saying? Need to wash those too. What's up? What we doing? Put it in the chat. I just be watching chicks dance on IG. I ain't gonna lie to you. Somebody wrote, Ben Simmons is a prime example on why it's hard to open up about your mental illness, because now you have to be sad forever or everybody is going to claim you're faking it. I just be watching chicks dance on Instagram. I ain't gonna even lie to you. That's not a carry. What the fuck is he talking about? That nigga just got work.
True, Hoopers know it.
That's not a carry. He just got work. Nah, that nigga just got work. That ain't no carry. Who said that's a carry? That's not a carry. Not a carry. That wasn't a carry. Dude just look awkward. A lot of times niggas don't be carrying. It's just they just don't have good athleticism. Like, not I don't even want to say athleticism. They just don't. It just don't look pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be playing basketball, and if that shit don't look pretty, niggas will say you carry. And if you playing basketball, you could carry. But if that shit look pretty, they gonna let you go. I'm gonna say something. So I used to play basketball, right? So there's this move I used to do. Here's my basketball at. So I used to play basketball. Well, I do play basketball. There's a move I do. I could still do it now, but I don't do it that much. When I'm coming down on the fast break, right? There's a move that I used to do where I bounce the ball, boom, right? And then I have the ball. I'm gonna palm it so you can see what I'm doing. So I don't palm when I'm doing the move. So I bounce the ball, boom, and when I come up and I have the ball like this, right? I bounce the ball, boom, and then the defender's over here. The defender's in that direction. So I bounce the ball, boom, and then I go like this with the ball, hiding the ball. So I bounce the ball and I come up like this and I'm hiding the ball, hand on top of the ball at the whole time, right? Now from this position, the guy that's standing dead in front of me, he can't see where I got the ball at. To him, like to them, they think I got the ball like this, but I don't got the ball like this. I got the ball dead up my hand, dead on the top of the ball. This, I could throw it behind my back. I could come back to the front. I could throw it through the legs. I could whip a pass. I could do anything. I'm just trying to freeze them. That's it. I hit the move. I slow up a little. I freeze the man, and then I can go either which way I want to go. It works all the time, especially when I was younger and I was super fast. What people started doing at the park that I played at was they would make the call knowing that I'm going to get the ball back anyway because it's not a carry. But they would want to stop the play. So I'm kind of flexing. I was so good that niggas would call carry and travel and all that other shit on me just so they could stop the play. That's it. And then they just give me back the ball and make me take the ball back out. I used to hate that shit. And since everyone did it, because they couldn't stop me. So since everyone did it, even when people be on my team, they know they're going to be playing against me next week or tomorrow or maybe even later that day. So they don't argue to help me because they know they're going to have to go up against some of these moves at one point. So, they don't argue. They just give us back the ball and we just have to now take the ball out after I just argue with this nigga for 10 minutes that shit ain't no carry. They hate them niggas, I ain't gonna lie. But I was really that good. There was nothing they could do. So I was frustrated with it back then, but now that I'm older, I understand why they did it. It was nothing they could do. If they don't call on that move, even though I'm not doing nothing, I had like 3 or 4 other moves that they just couldn't stop it. So you gotta call. You gotta stop the play. They can't just let me do the move at will. And then also, that's a move that I do on a fast break. So I do that move like after I grab the read. And we out. You get it? I'm going to grab the read. We out. I get a steal. We out. I hustle. Get the ball somehow. We out. Somebody else get a rebound. They turn around. Give it to me immediately. We out. You understand what I'm saying? So, there's just something. And I used to do that move. And I used to just freeze the motherfucker. There's nothing you can do. And I got my hand on top of the ball and everything. And then I started noticing niggas used to try to copy the move. But they used to do the whole carry for real. And niggas didn't call on them. because they didn't have the dexterity or the ability to also do all the other moves that I used to do out of the move, because it was just a setup. I'm just trying to freeze the nigga. I just need you to hesitate. That's it. I was quick. I was fast and quick as shit. I was fast and quick. So all I needed for you to do was hesitate, and I'm out of there. And my handle was, and I was strong, so I could take the bumping, and I'm gonna bump you. Matter of fact, you rat bastard. Shout out to Bronx Bomb. We got Bronx Bomb in the house. He says, "Welcome, BB and Gang." So I'm gonna bump you, you rat bastard. You know what I'm saying? Very happy to see you, my brother. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything is going well. So, I was really good though. Really good for real, for real. Yeah, because dude just dribbled the ball and went over there and threw it down. There's nothing wrong with that. He did travel before he put the ball down. Anyway. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Shout out to Eric Adams, the mayor Eric Adams. Very sorry to hear about my son losing his mother. My condolences goes out to him and his family. I didn't know he lost his mother until somebody just told me. My condolences go out to him and his family. That might be why my shit be fucked up, because this damn internet thing I got. Why is that orange button blinking? You know what? I'm gonna call them and ask them what's going on with that. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Super Chat is definitely winning today. Not by much, but Super Chat is definitely winning today. Wait, are they? Yeah, they up by like $5 or $6. Shout out to Super Chat. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Bronx Bomber says I live at 1175 Morris Avenue, 3C Bronx. Oh shit, 167. Word? My nigga, what the fuck? You live down the block from me. I was in Executive Towers. I played in a Brotherhood and fucking Malali's. I lived in 1020 Executive Towers on the concourse. You know the big ass building over there? I used to live over there, and I used to live in my father used to live there, my stepmother used to live in Concourse Village. So you know where I used to ball at. Matter of fact, homie, I might be starting to go to Malali's again to go ball over there, because they got the gym. They got the gym in Malali's on 2 days out the week, Sundays and Wednesdays. So I might start going down there and bowling again. I might start going down there bowling and bringing the BBN with us. I was thinking about doing that. I wasn't 100% sure. I got to get back in better shape and shit. My calves. I gotta eat a shitload of bananas or some shit. My calves is just, I start cramping up whenever I try to throw it in the third gear. I could go first gear, second gear. I used to have like 6 gears. I could throw it into first gear and second gear. Whenever I try to throw it into third gear, my calf starts cramping up, and then my calves is gonna cramp up for the rest of the day. Anybody know what I could do to I just gotta work on them. I gotta just start working on them. That's it. Bronx Bomber, you live there now? You just put your actual address up now? Yeah, so I just want to say that a lot of times I be talking about the shit that I went through. I don't be complaining. Niggas just be thinking I be complaining because if they went through the shit that I went through, it'll be some, they wouldn't survive. A lot of the shit I be talking about, I don't really be complaining. I just be trying to let you know, like, where I come from, what kind of time I'm on. For real, I don't be really complaining. I could understand why it sound like a complaints, though. But half of the time, the majority of the time I'm telling you about my childhood, I am not complaining. I don't get along with these dudes. I am so happy that they left me alone. Copy? I am not complaining about that. Every day, every some days it's clearer than others, but generally speaking, I'm extremely happy they left me to my own devices. I wouldn't be the person I am today if I was influenced by people like them. And I don't like them. So I would literally not like who I was. Get it? So I'm fine with the way in which I'm cool with it. I'm not complaining about it. I'm cool with the way that I grew up. I'm cool with it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm cool with me being an individual that I'm not going to compromise my beliefs. I'm going to try to figure out a way. That's basically me. I'm not going to compromise my beliefs. And a lot of that comes from, a childhood growing up the way that I did. That you got to figure out a way. I'd rather figure out a way to compromise my beliefs. I'll figure something out. We're going to make something happen. I don't want to do something that I got to... When I go to bed at night, I'm the one person I know I'm going to be with. Yeah, I'm going to sleep easy. I'm not going to do shit that's going to make me not be able to sleep easy. I'm not on that type of time. Is that fair? Is that fair? Yeah, I'm not doing shit that's going to, like... So, a lot of times, I'm not... I know it sounds like I'm complaining because I'm saying some horrible shit. So, I get it sounds like I'm complaining. But a lot of times, I'm honestly not complaining. I like playing in the abandoned buildings. I like finding the pigeons and shit like that. That shit was a little, at first it was scary, but after you do that shit a couple of times, it's not scary no more. To this day, I still got like a problem with vertigo. But not because of the abandoned building thing. I'm fine with that. It's a thing that happened once when I was on top of a building. I was on top of a building. I thought they was gonna kill me. I thought they was gonna throw me off the building. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I'm not even gonna go into it, but I was young. I was probably like about 6, 5. No, I was younger than that. I started first grade when I was 5 years old, so I was probably about 4 or 5. So I was hanging out on top of the building with Ernest Gibbs. So I was hanging out on top of the building with him, and we had just went and came from getting some pigeons from this building that's on 180th. Is that 180th? 180th in Bathgate. There was an abandoned building it was on 180th. It was between Bathgate and 3rd Avenue. So we had just come from getting some pigeons out of that building. And when we came and we got the pigeons out of that building, the person that we was going to sell the pigeons to, the coop was on top of the building on 182nd and Park Avenue. There's a building on 182nd and Park Avenue right on the corner. So the coop was on top of that building. So we went up there to go sell the people the pigeons. And the dude, I don't know, he was playing with me or whatever the case was. But, I'm a 4-year-old kid. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if I take that as playing so much. So, I still got a little bit of, I still got a height. I still got I'm not going to say a fear of heights, but I have a fear of falling because of that situation. But, yeah, something that happened. Like, I thought the niggas was going to throw me off the roof. Niggas threw niggas off the roofs, by the way. Before anybody say, yo, he always thinks something's gonna... Niggas was throwing niggas off roofs. Especially, they was throwing people off roofs, homie. We talking about the Bronx in the 80s. They was throwing people off the roof. Alright? Copy? Matter of fact, that wasn't even the 80s yet, was it? Yeah. It was like 81, 80, 81 or some shit.
a screen. Come on, Leroy, where's the foul? It'll be Boston.
I'm gonna say something. You want to know what the one of the best things about having a woman is? When you do some shit to like give her a surprise and shit, and she really love you, but she's not really surprised. She knew you was gonna do it, but she acts overly excited that it's happening anyway. It's dope. It's dope energy. I'm gonna let y'all go. Oh, let me talk about some sports real quick. Please stop telling me LeBron James is as good as Michael Jordan. I don't never want to hear that again. I never want to hear that LeBron James is as good as Michael Jordan. You want to know why? Because Michael Jordan would have been done punched fucking Russell Westbrook in the mouth. I'm going to explain something to y'all. The reason why the 80s and the 90s basketball was just better, because niggas on their team will hold niggas accountable. Russell Westbrook, I don't want no one to tell me about how great Russell Westbrook is ever again. He's not great. Russell Westbrook is not great. Shout out to Samsung. They said I got a Valentine's Day offer. They sending me a Groupon. Exclusive deal. So they're trying to tell me to expire. Oh, it expires December 31st. Shout out to that shit. Okay, appreciate you. I'll use it at some point, hopefully. Kendra used to use Groupons all the time, so I don't know. Maybe she likes that shit. I don't know. I'd give it to her. If I give it away, I don't know. But I never want to hear nobody say that LeBron James is as good as Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan would have been done shipped that fucking team in shape. They don't got bad players. They got bad mentalities. Fucking, who's the Anthony Davis is a soft. Tell me where I'm wrong. Anthony Davis is soft. Okay? To be that tall, that talented, and that strong, and you can't impose your will, you should be ashamed of yourself. That's one. Two, I'm going to tell you how the NBA is fucking these players up in 2 seconds. Two, Russell Westbrook is not a top 10 fucking point guard. Russell Westbrook is just a nigga who can get numbers. He does not add wins. I was just having a conversation with somebody the other day, right? On an argument or whatever on Instagram. I said, what's that nigga name? Ja Morant doesn't add wins. If you look at that Grizzlies team, they have like the same winning percentage when he's there as when he's not there. He doesn't add wins to the team. He doesn't add wins. He probably put people in the seats and he bring the organization a lot of money. Don't get this confused. He's a really good player and he's extremely exciting. But he doesn't add wins. Are you listening? He don't add wins. The team damn near has the same exact winning percentage when he doesn't play as to when he does play. Now I'm going to talk about another player. Anybody know who Robert Horry is? Robert Horry got like 9 rings. Hey Google, how many rings did Robert Horry have?
Robert Horry has won an all-time total of 7 championships.
7.
The first was in 1994, and the last was in 1994.
Okay, so they're fucked up. They got that shit screwed up. The first was in 1994, and I guess I think they're saying the last one is in 2004 when he won with the Spurs. But look, check this out. I just want to be clear. I want to be 100% clear. Robert Horry adds wins. He's not a better player, but he adds wins. Not only that, they literally call him Big Shot Bob. Hey, Google, what's Robert Horry basketball nickname?
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
I think they call him Big Shot Bob. Just so you could be clear. So I say all that to say this. The NBA try to help out these weak-ass franchises by making sure that they get exciting players that never learn how to win. So now the player's been in the league 3 or 4 years on a losing team. They don't know how to win. I'm going to tell you right now on the low who might be who's a top 10 player in the NBA right now on the low, but we don't even know it. What's the name of dude that got traded from, I believe, Minnesota? He's now on the Golden State Warriors. He's the reason why they're going to win the chip this year. He's on the Golden State Warriors now. I forgot his name. He's from Canada. That guy's spectacular. He just don't add wins. So the NBA, knowing that they have a problem like this, they went and put him on the Golden State Warriors because it's not fair for me to say put him because you're going to say, well, the NBA don't put nobody nowhere. Teams make trades. But if you do remember, the Lakers tried to acquire Chris Paul and they weren't able to. So the point in which I'm trying to make is some players are steered to certain organizations for reasons to help the entirety of the Wiggins. Thank you, DZ, to help the entirety of the NBA. Wiggins is not just a good player, but he seems like he's a good person. They allowed for him to go to the Warriors because I'm assuming they are figuring he could be taught. Sooner or later, Wiggins is going to leave. Also, they needed to replace Kevin Durant for the Warriors. Sooner or later, Wiggins is going to either be the face of the Warriors or he's going to leave, go to his own team, and be the face of that team. And the only way he can be the face of the Warriors, obviously, is if 3 people aren't there no more. I don't know if he's going to be there when those 3 people leave. The 3 people being Curry, Tompkins, and Google. Home screen, please. Hey, Google. Home screen, please. It's just listening to every single thing I'm saying, and there's just shit popping up over there every 5 minutes. Anyway, and that power forward it is. Then he's gonna be the face. They sent Wiggins over there to learn how to win. He's gonna get a chip or 2, and then they're gonna ship him somewhere else, and he's gonna go somewhere and he's gonna be a real star. Wiggins is an incredible player. For everybody that don't know, he just don't got a killer instinct. He just Andrew Wiggins. He just don't got a killer instinct. He's just not out there trying to murder a nigga. I'm going to tell you a story, real quick, 2-second story about myself. I had moved to a new neighborhood. And so I was just walking around and I ended up going to play basketball. The first shot I took, I got the ball, dude played hard D, we was playing 21. I got the ball, dude was playing hard D, he tried to press me, I hit him, boom, boom. This move right here, boom, boom, that makes the man's back up. So I hit him with the boom, boom. The dude gave me that much room. I pulled up. Bang! I hit it. The other dude looked at the dude I just hit the shot on and said, he a killer. That's Wiggins' problem. He's not a killer. He's just an extremely skilled, talented player. Russell Westbrook, he thinks he's a killer. He just can't shoot well enough. With that being said, we're going to get up out of here. I'm not going to promise y'all anything today. We're going to get up out of here. I have like 2 exclusives. One I'm scared to do because I don't know if it's bullshit. But I might just make it as an allegedly. I might just make it as an allegedly video. I might just make it as an allegedly video. But I have some information on the thing that if that shit is true, wow. I might know the real reason why James Harden had to be traded from the NBA. I mean, traded from the Nets. I might know the real reason why James Harden asked to be traded from the Nets. And the NBA is trying to hide it.
Oh my word, you
The
guys.
NBA don't want nobody to know. I promise you the NBA don't want nobody to know. If this is true. Somebody hit me up the other day. Was telling me about it. I don't know how true it is. I've been I don't know if I don't know if I should put it out. The fuck is that? A pearl coming out of a clam. I don't know what that is. Is that a pearl or is that some shit that I don't know what the fuck that is? I really wish that this Instagram shit existed back when I was nice. When I was young. I'm still nice back when I was young. I promise you, this is what I would be doing. I would be on the internet playing basketball. I promise you. Even though I was a beast ass rapper back then, I'd be on the internet playing basketball. I'm telling you.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, let me tell y'all what happened before I let y'all go. So I was in the store the other day and I had my radio with me and I started dancing to some shit. I don't know, I just dancing and shit, doing what I do. And some lady was like, some older lady was like, hey, you got some good moves over there. I promise you, if she wasn't like 80, and she would have, I don't know, I ain't gonna say that. Let me be quiet. But there was some old white lady. She was like, you got some good moves over there. I don't know how I should have took that. She probably wanted me to beat it. To be honest with you. I was polite to her though. Shout out to her. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody enjoy your day. Just go out there and just try to be a good person, man. I don't even know what else to say about that. Just go try to be a good person. Just go try to do good. First, are you doing harm? And then are you doing good? That's how our thought process should probably work. Are we doing harm? I ain't. Is it doing good? Let's move like that. God first. With that being said, I'm out of here. As always, every day we trying to do what the devil hate. Go out there and be great.